Hit the button. I hit the button. I make the podcast. For sure. Numbers are counting up.
It's recording?
We're not doing it again.
Bubby doesn't trust you anymore.
I don't trust me anymore. I'm like, why can't I read anything? All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast. It's All Fish and Chips, the podcast, episode 79. And my name is Thor. 79 episodes, all in a row. Very exciting. Getting ever so closer to that magic 100 number where we are going to promise you that we're going to do so many things and then do none of them. It's a full house here tonight. We're going to go ahead around the table, starting to my left, wearing a sweatshirt that is almost 22 years old, or probably a little over 22 years old. I got the same one in my closet. It's Bubby.
Howdy, welcome.
It's I forgot my catchphrase. And
That wasn't even his.
I didn't even say.
I know, but I was like, I'm going to do my catchphrase tonight because I remember it and I'm going to do it, and then I just spaced it. But next to Bubby, we've got a very special guest, friend of the podcast. You've heard us talk about him before. It's Scott.
Hey, everybody.
There's Scott. And then next to Scott, usually is an empty seat that is talking to us live via the internet, but not tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Back in the saddle, back with us live in studio. We've got Amanda.
Hi.
Hey, Amanda, welcome back. We've missed you so much, even though you've been here every week. So, traffic and weather on the 8s, as always. It is cold. Bubby's broken his microphone already.
Microphone over there.
I haven't used this in weeks.
I know. Bubby's been sitting over where Scott is.
Oh.
I thought you were going to get him a good one.
We
Yes,
are.
I
It's
did
on my list.
Oh. Don't
So-
you work at a place where you could easily get
Yes,
those?
I could easily get one. You are correct.
Easily.
Traffic and weather on the 8th. It's gotten real cold here. It's like 2 degrees this morning, literally. So we're all kind of bundled up and trying to stay warm, but that's all right.
Hate it.
Hate it. Ready for spring. Ready to be done with winter. Christmas is come and gone. Ain't no point in winter no more.
Right.
Bring on the spring equinox. We got a lot of stuff to talk about here. First of all, congratulations to you, Bubby,
Go
on
Chiefs.
the Chiefs win. It wasn't pretty, but it was a win as always. So, the second half was a friggin' just murdered them. But
Yeah. At least it wasn't a close game.
yeah,
Like
for once.
usual.
Yep.
They're still playing.
Yes, we are still playing. We have two more games.
Oh.
We have the
Well,
divisional.
we might just have one more.
Yeah. Depends on how
the
that
Chiefs
goes.
may only have one more, but there are 2 more games going to be played by some teams of some combination.
We're playing the Bills this coming week.
Yeah, we have the divisional playoffs and then the Super Bowl, and then we're done.
I believe the Commanders are going to be in the
I was
playoff
waiting
game.
for Bubby to congratulate me, but he just
He
wasn't-
lost it.
Not gonna happen.
I was like, wow.
Oh, I was hoping we would actually get to talk more about it.
Oh.
Okay.
Then just congratulations.
So the first time in 33 years, the Commanders have made it to a regional game. The first time in 20 years they've had a playoff win. It's been a long, hard road for a Commander.
That's the first time
So
as the Commanders, too, though, right?
Yes, and it's the first time as a Commanders.
there's a possibility we could play the Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
So there is a possibility that it will be a red and gold versus red and yellow versus maroon and gold. There'll be no way to tell who's on what team.
That would be a good game.
Super Bowl. So that's what Bubby and I are rooting for. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. We should go.
You got a tough one this week. I got a tough one this week.
We should go to that game.
Okay.
Because I can definitely afford
Super Bowl tickets.
$1,500 Super Bowl
Right.
tickets to sit all the way at the back for $1,500. I definitely got that kind of money laying around.
Yeah. Chiefs tickets went on sale today.
Yep.
I believe $300 was cheapest for the nosebleed section.
Yeah, I turned down 2 for $350 today. My friends got them, and I said, nah, it's too cold.
It is cold.
He's got his buddy's got season pass.
Yeah.
And he got 4 tickets for this game. And he was willing to
I was
give-
first on the list, but I said, no, I'm going to.
Stay home.
Yep.
We did that
In your
one.
warm living room.
Yeah, we did that one at the New Year's last year, and it was so cool.
Right.
Cold.
Yeah.
No.
So
I'd go to the Super Bowl, though.
Where's
'cause it's
Super
in
Bowl this year?
Arizona, right? Arizona? It's in Arizona.
no.
You look around like we.
Scott? I thought
I'm
maybe
sorry.
Scott might.
No, I dropped it on that one.
I think it's in Arizona.
I have to stand by my I don't know anything about football, so I can't answer.
Pretty sure it's in
Magic box
Arizona.
in your hand can look that up, though.
That's what I'm looking for.
Real quick.
Caesars Superdome
Oh, there you go.
will host its 11th Super Bowl, with its most recent coming in 2013. That doesn't help me tell me where that is. It just says Caesars Super Bowl.
Where's Caesar Super Bowl?
Right?
Caesars in Nevada.
Game location.
Las Vegas?
Caesar sounds Vegas-y.
Maybe Vegas. Yeah,
does.
that seems like a Vegas
Raiders?
kind of place. If you're listening to this right now, the Big Easy will host the most watched Super Bowl this year.
That would be New Orleans.
Returns to New Orleans.
That is not.
It is not Arizona, but yeah.
Oh my
do
gosh,
remember
that
that.
was-
It's like
That was painful.
that was like Arizona.
It's warm.
No, it might snow in New Orleans tomorrow. They're saying it's going to be the first time in a long time.
Those people are just going to burst
yeah, they're
into
going
flames.
like
down
just
there.
stay home. Just don't even try to
Amanda,
leave.
call your people and tell them it's coming.
Are they going to know what to do?
It
Yeah.
has snowed there before.
Send
Okay.
coats,
It's fine.
send coats
Yeah.
and hats and
Nobody's got a
blankets.
snow shovel, I don't think, do they?
no.
Probably not.
There's nowhere to go. Ain't nothing. Even a Waffle House is closed down. If
They
it
just don't
snows.
leave the house.
Yeah, if it snows in New Orleans, it ain't nothing open.
No.
There's going to be one Cajun out there on an airboat just skimming across the snow. That's going to be about it. Just wrecking it right into the side of a mausoleum, and that'll be the end of that.
Oops.
Oopsie doopsie. So I've got stuff. Bub, you got stuff?
Maybe.
Okay. Amanda's going to tell us about... Amanda, all right, let's just start here. Let's just start here. So we all know that Bubby has a Jeep.
Yeah.
Bubby loves his Jeep, drives his Jeep. There's a whole episode entitled about Bubby's Jeep. Amanda comes rolling up in a Jeep tonight. Mm-hmm. That's double Jeep. Mm-hmm. Scott over here also owns a Jeep.
We do?
That's triple Jeep.
Triple Jeep.
I do not have a Jeep.
Oh.
I don't even have a Barbie Jeep or a Matchbox Jeep that I can lay test to. What's going on with the what's going? You got the fancy rental car there. How is it?
Yeah.
How's the ride?
It's fine. So when I went to pick up a car today, I always get, when I go on this trip, I get a 4-wheel drive
Just in case.
because it snowed half the times I've been on this trip.
Okay.
Or been icy on like the way home or two.
Headed out east.
Yeah. So,
You'll have been back by the time they this age.
Yeah. but I went to pick up the car, and the guy that's always there when I pick up a car,
Yeah, like you know that dude by name.
I do. Actually, I don't know his name.
Frank.
Okay. Frank.
Hey Frank, how's it?
Or Mike.
He said that he needed
My
no,
name's
he
Mike.
didn't need. He said he's like, I have a bunch of 4-wheel drive vehicles.
Oh.
I was like, great. And he's like, they're all the same kind of vehicle. So I was like, okay. He's
Now
like, pick your color.
you don't. I don't actually have a bunch of them. I have one, but
There's
any
a
color-
lot of 'em.
Any color you want.
Right.
It's like a Model T, but in reverse.
Yeah. So I didn't really get a lot of choice. I normally
Okay.
do. But as soon as I start driving it, I see all the other Jeeps in the world.
Oh yeah.
And they're all waving.
Yep, they all got to wave right at you.
And I do not wave at them.
No, you just double bird it
Just-
right back to them.
No.
No
I'm
Jeep
like,
way for you, huh?
No. And there was a lady that pulled up next to me at one point, and like I kind of saw her out of the corner of my eye, but I didn't want to make eye contact. So I'm like, I feel like an imposter, and I don't
Right.
like. I'm.
Like you didn't sign up.
If
for
you know
this.
anything about me, I
Yeah.
do not fake anything.
Right.
You know how I feel about it.
Right.
And so I didn't want to wave at her. So I was like, I feel like an imposter. So I tried not to look at her, and then finally she honked at me.
Oh, like she's being
Wants your
She's calling you
attention.
out.
He's like, you're going to pay attention to me because we are Jeep people and we will beat Jeep people.
And
together.
so I really don't know what the Jeep wave is. So I did one of these, like the 2-hand wave,
Devil, just jazz handed.
and it was the worst.
And she knew at that point you were not. a
Exactly.
Jeeper.
And I
Right.
really just,
Just-
I wish
that's
you could,
not
there's
the
like a
wave.
flag or something that you could put up, be like, this is a rental. I don't know what I'm doing. Leave me alone.
just rolled down the window.
I don't
and
have any ducks. Not going to wave at you.
just yelled imposter across the way.
right.
Did she have any ducks?
Yeah, all the ducks. So many ducks.
She's looking at you like, oh, poor
And her
lady
Jeep
has
was
no.
like so custom. You know that she loves that thing. And I was just like, ugh.
What's that?
I don't know whose it is.
Yeah.
That's somebody's phone, I think. Put it over there, Bubby. Just
I
like
heard
your-
it, but it's
there you
gone
go.
now.
It's the phone.
Oh, yep.
It's like old speakers on a computer, you know.
Yeah.
You could hear that phone call coming in.
Coming.
Sorry about that. You guys, you've been here before. So
Usually can't hear it.
no, mine gets real bad if it's too close.
I know you can hear it on your headphones, but like even when I call in, I can't hear it.
Oh, okay. So not on the podcast.
I don't think you
Much
can hear it
like,
on the podcast.
oh my God, Chipotle. Chipotle. So, all right. Well, that's exciting. And
I guess.
How's the drive? Is it a good drive? Did you
Yeah,
take it
it's
on the
fine.
highway yet?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're ready for this trip now.
Yeah. I'm just not looking forward to all the encounters.
Yeah. People.
Forced interactions.
Right. My wife just got back from a work trip where they had like a mixer and then a dinner and then something else after that.
I mostly just meant the Jeep thing. The rest of it I don't care about.
It's really just other people in other cars
Jeeps.
Waving at me.
looking at you. Gotcha. That's the too much interaction. Bubby has already promised that he's going to go out here after the podcast and duck Amanda's car.
Yep.
Right, I'm gonna give her.
I think you said duck anyway.
First duck.
It sounded like duck. We're going to say it was duck. All right. So I got a story. Me and Scott. Dang it.
That's all right.
11 minutes. 11:10. I'm just a terrible podcaster. Send it to myself.
That's why you say friend.
So Scott and I went, just another restaurant story.
Oh,
We went to the Popeyes on Campbell, Bobby. We did it. We're going, and we call it dinner and a show, okay? Because we know
it's going to be a show.
it's going to happen to you, right? So we're going to Popeyes for lunch. So we pull up, and next to us pulls up another car with these 4 just hillbilly ladies come piling out of it. Whole back of the car is just full of stuff. Just like all the way to the roof, they just got stuff piled up in the back of it. So they come rolling out, blah, 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 and they go inside in front of us. But they don't know what they're going to order. So Scott and I get in line.
They wave us in front of them. Very nice.
Go ahead. We don't know yet. So we get up there, and I'm just getting the 5-piece tender meal, and Scott's going to get like the 3-piece chicken meal, and we're going to be good to go. We get our food, and we go to sit down.
Well, some of us get our food.
Well, we're getting to that. So we're going to get our food and we're going to go sit down. So we're sitting down there waiting for him to call our name. I went first. Scott was after me. Scott, order. Scott gets his food. Come sit down. Then nothing. For a long time. Okay? For a long time, I'm just sitting there.
The ladies who pulled in after us, they had all got their food.
Yep. Everybody got their food. Still no food for me. Finally, they call my name. And I always use Bubby's name when I go to order food, mostly because then Bubby can't use his name if he's behind me in line. So they call my name. I go up and get the food, and Scott at this point is 2/3 of the way through his meal.
I've already had 2 of my 3 pieces, and yeah,
he's eating. Now Scott gets his food, goes up, says, "Hey, can I get some honey for my biscuit?" To which they reply, "We ain't got no honey." I did not offer butter either.
No, I don't think they had butter either.
They were just like, "No, you kick." Oh, I forget the first part of the story. Our guy who's taking the order comes out of the bathroom, straight to the cash register. I give him my order. He goes, "Hold on,
wait a minute,"
and he's got to go wash his hands.
No, I forgot something.
Didn't do that.
just remembered that part.
So walked away.
So he walks away, so we're just standing there waiting on him. And then he comes back and he takes my order, takes Scott's order. So finally call my name. I sit down, fine. All of those other ladies are eating. And so I eat my first piece of chicken, and I always tear the chicken and eat it. And then I tear the second piece, and it is, and Scott will back me up on this, 100% raw in the middle of that chicken. Like a deep pink.
Yeah.
Okay?
Gross.
100%.
Like it might have touched the fry grease to get the outside crispy, but that was it.
They waved it over the thing.
I've never seen it.
This, first of all, begs the question, why did it take so long? Because you didn't cook the chicken.
No.
So I'm like, so now I got to take my thing up to the front. I don't say a word, by the way. I walk up there and I just hold the piece of chicken up for them. And the first guy goes, "Oh," and then he calls over a girl, and the girl goes, "Oh," and then she calls over a third guy, and they go, "Oh," and then they take the whole thing away, and they go in the back with it, and they pull all the chicken off the line, and they go, "We'll get you some new food, and we'll bring it right to you."
They just deep fried that.
Appreciate it.
No, because I already torn it in half, so I knew it wasn't. I didn't get the same one again. So I go in back and sit down. Now, guy who didn't wash his hands then comes creeping out. Okay, comes out from behind the counter, kind of creeps around and is just kind of looking over the ladies who have already gotten their food
to see what they're eating.
just to see how it's going over there. And he's kind of looking at them, but he's trying not to be too obvious. And they catch on pretty quick. And they're like, is everything okay? And he goes, yeah, you guys having a good, is your food good? They go, yeah. He goes, okay. And he just goes back in the back.
Scampers away.
Like, he's just like curious if they had eaten raw chicken too, more than anything. I don't think he was going to do anything about it.
Didn't seem
So
like
I
it.
sit for another like 10 minutes while I'm waiting on this food to finally come.
Yep.
So finally the food shows up.
I'm done, by the way.
Scott is sitting waiting on me at this point. I had mashed potatoes, which I've already eaten. I ate the world's driest biscuit.
Oh, it's terrible.
And I'm still waiting on that chicken. We were there like an hour by the time this was all said and done. So we have a list of all the places that we go to eat. Popeyes is off.
Yeah,
we
we
just put a line
decided
right
that
through
it's
it.
just too much.
Good call.
Can't be messing with Popeyes.
We're going
no more.
away. Yeah.
You guys have just ruined it too many. Because inevitably, every time we go, somebody's food will be either messed up or just never show.
Yep.
And I don't know why.
It's the show. That's what we call it.
Yep. So we enjoyed the show. Speaking of shows, Scott, you just got back from a big show up in Kansas City.
We did. So the wife and I got tickets to Jerry Seinfeld and Jim Gaffigan there at the T-Mobile Arena.
Which is an odd pairing of people, I would say.
It worked out pretty good. It was actually a really funny show. We laughed and hurt. They came out together at first, and we're like, "What? There's no way they're going to just zing off each other for 2 hours." So they did for a little bit, but they finally said, "Okay, Jerry's going to walk off," and Jim stayed up and did his comedy bit, and then after a while, he left, and Jerry came back up.
Because obviously Jerry's going to be the second.
Exactly.
On
Yep.
that one.
But it was so fun. It was packed. I mean, T-Mobile, it was great.
Now, before the show started, though,
Oh yes.
Scott had enacted a plan that I have been curious about for quite some time. And he had the guts to go ahead and
We
give
did
it a
it.
shot.
We tried it. We thought, why not? So we tried this. I saw it on the internet, I guess. So we got our tickets when they first came out. We bought the cheapest tickets you could buy, nosebleed section. I think they were like $46 each. Okay, so we're like, all right. My plan is go on SeatGeek when the night of the show. So about, I don't know, probably show starts at 7:30. About 6:45, I open up the SeatGeek app, and I'm like, oh, floor seats are $260 each. Let's see what happens. And so as the night progresses, it's now
this is before the show even starts.
Right, yeah. So we're now at 7:10. I open the app again. It's down to like 180. Like, all right. Now 7:20 rolls around. The seats are down to like 130. At this point, we are sitting in our nosebleed seats, literally like 4 rows from the very top in the back of the T-Mobile Arena. My wife is freaking out because she does not like heights to begin with, and we are looking straight down as those seats are very steep.
Yeah, just.
And so I pointed to her. I'm like, "Hey, we can go to the floor right now for $126 each." She's like, "Let's do it." So hit the button on SeatGeek. By the time we got out of our seats, down the elevator or the escalator, down to the bottom to go onto the floor, it pops up my app. Boom, you got your tickets, your seats, you're good to go. Go to the floor and enjoy your show. So it was the first time we ever did it. It worked out good in this example. Now, you got to be willing to eat those seats, though, if you're...
I'm wondering where that price would have been. And I kind of wish you had looked by the end of the because they had an opening act.
Yeah, they had an opening act. I tried to log on again like at 7:35, and it said there's an internet error. So I don't know if when the show starts, if they end it, or they just happen to be.
You were so far up near the antennas.
Yeah, we were closer with the top level.
They unplugged the network.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But no, that was pretty fun. So I heard some friends talk about doing it at the football game as well. So I'm like, let's try it. So
it's kind of a genius plan.
Yeah, it worked out pretty good. But you got to be willing to
just crankle that right in the microphone.
Yeah, I just heard that. I was like, just take it away.
Can't hear me talking 2 inches away from it.
Yeah, I could hear that.
You can hear the crinkle.
Crinkle. But yeah, no, that was a fun night. Before that, though, we just went to the downtown area, and for our first time ever, we watched the Chiefs game at the local tavern there by the Power and Light District. Total whim. We walked in, and the lady's like, well, at 3:00, this place is all sold out. You have to leave. We're like, okay, we're not planning on staying here anyway. I'm almost done with dinner. It's like 5 minutes to 3, and 2 people at the bar get up and leave. And by this point, my wife's like, hey, let's just stay and watch the game if we can. So she goes, can we sit at the bar? And I was like, yeah, for sure. So we just got out of our table, went to the bar, and proceeded to watch the Chiefs play there with 300 other fans and right downtown Kansas City, and enjoyed the game. So it was pretty fun.
I bet that was good.
Nice and loud.
Oh, they were loud. I was thinking the whole time, Thor will be hating this. Oh, these people.
So loud, so unpleasant.
So many people.
So many but
people.
We got to eat. They had a really good chocolate chip in a cast iron skillet.
Oh, my wife
dessert.
loves a chocolate chip.
It was
ice
so
cream
good.
on top.
Ice cream on top.
Yeah.
The lady beside us actually turned around and said, hey, I smell cookies. And she looked down and goes, where'd you get cookies from? Like, it's on the menu. So
They sell them right here.
Right
You
here
can
at this
buy 'em.
place. But yeah, it was fun. It was a fun day in Kansas City on Saturday. We enjoyed it.
Well, exciting.
Good.
Bubby, you ever been to Power and Light District?
I have not.
Wow. I'm surprised.
I've been to Power and Light, but only like before a Cardinals game.
I feel like I would be the oldest person there.
No,
No,
you wouldn't.
no. There's a lot of like boomers.
There was a dude in a skin tight red bodysuit that had a light around his waist and a lights on his wrist running around the Power and Light District.
Oh, just for funsies?
Just fun. Yeah, up there in front of the stage.
Was he part of?
I don't think so.
Any experience,
No,
or-
I think he was just running around doing his thing.
Because this is not near Chief Stadium.
No, this is the Power and Light. They got it on the big screen.
This is what I'm saying, though. This is
Yeah.
downtown, so he's not like
No.
headed to the game.
No, his whole event was right there at the.
He's dressed up and he's like, I'm going to Power and Light District. I'm just going to dance around in my skin tight outfit
That's
with all
what he
my
did.
lights.
That's what he did. I don't know if he had some beverages to encourage that or what, but
Maybe an edible of some kind.
and it was so cold.
Liquid
It was
courage.
so cold. Yeah,
All right, Bubby.
hit us up.
What's going on with Parker?
Oh,
Parker is a pest. That's one thing.
dang.
I forgot what I called it.
Wait, now who is Parker again?
Parker is Bubby's son.
Okay.
You just wrote down Parker's crazy is detrimental.
Yes. Good way to describe it. So he in the mornings his mom gives him a ride to school.
Right? How far away is that school?
From my house, a couple miles.
Okay, so it's not like he can hike it or ride a bike or anything.
Not at all. Not with his no. Anyway, and so I think this was this last Monday morning. He's just all wound up because it's Monday, and he's like, "I'm not going to school. Not going to school. Not going to school. Not going to school."
I'll be honest with you, I felt that way this morning about work.
I told him I felt the same way, but I'm going.
Right.
So you're going. So I'm pushing him out the door, putting a coat on him, pushing him out the door, and he proceeds to get in the car and just, I don't know what he was saying, but he was distracting his mom as she was backing out.
Okay.
And she backed the passenger side mirror right into the trash can.
Okay.
And broke the housing and cracked the mirror.
How tough is your trash can?
I'm about to say, man.
It's just like yours, the
Plastic
the blue,
trash can.
the blue plastic.
Yeah. That should just tip right over.
Nah,
What do you got in that trash
It
can?
might have been full.
I don't know.
Is it full?
It was full. Yeah, we hadn't emptied it in 2 weeks because of the snow. And
They still came and picked it up.
it was a week late, so it was 2 weeks before ours got picked up.
I can't do that.
And,
I got 1 week's worth. 1 week worth of trash is all the way to the top.
and so, yeah, his. I don't know what he was doing to distract her, but
You didn't ask.
no, I didn't want details because I could just imagine him just
So now you got to fix that
crazy.
windshield. I mean, that windshield, the mirror.
Yeah, I don't know. Somehow, yeah.
That's going to be a good bonding experience, the two of you changing out that mirror together. You get that powered off of Amazon. This would be a good.
Does he get to pay for this with his allowance, or how's that work?
Probably don't pay that boy.
Oh, okay. I
No.
just didn't know how that would play out.
He gets food and housing.
He gets to live there. So everything he does is
You ain't get
Yeah.
that boy. That boy don't get no allowance at all.
no.
How's he got spending money to go to movies or something?
He gets money once in a while. Whenever he goes out, we give him.
You should here's some
What he
money.
needs.
Here's,
Yeah.
here's $50. Don't be back for an hour and a half. Me and your mom got stuff to do.
Leave, don't come home. Always comes back.
He always comes back. He knows where he's got the address memorized.
Right.
My dad used to say, "Hey, there's a bus coming by in 5 minutes. Be under it."
Oh, not on it. Not on it.
No, be under it. That's what I always told me.
Ouch.
Ah, what are we gonna do? It was a different time.
Surprisingly, Parker does know our address and our phone numbers and can give anybody that information. It's just
Hands it out to random strangers as he's walking down the street.
no, but
Hey, call my dad.
I want him to write it on the back of the Post-it notes with Bubby's face
I'm
on it.
surprised.
Right, and just stick it up places for a
just
good time
surprised.
call, and then Bubby's picture, like right on the Post-it note.
I can't get him to remember what 4 times 4 is, but he knows our address and phone number.
Well, that's the important stuff.
Yeah, right. What do you need to know 4 times?
He's got a calculator. He'll be fine.
No, he doesn't.
What's 4 times 4?
That boy does not have a phone and probably will not for a while.
Oh, she just wrote
He's
it out
just-
for me. 16.
She wouldn't tell you?
She said it. She just typed it out. She didn't say it. Oh, it's going through the console. Never mind. It's on the freaking podcast.
be on
The number's still going up, right? Yes, the numbers are still going up. I didn't break anything.
Nice.
All right. Well, just what it is, Bubby.
Yeah.
You broke stuff when you were a kid. I
He
rolled.
threw razor stars at things.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I once
He
got.
made his own ninja stars out of razors.
I can
Which
actually,
one? Me or Bubby?
Bubby.
did.
Yeah, I made him out of a Rector set.
Yeah, I made Ninja Stars too. Yeah.
What'd you make him out of?
We just aluminum, whatever we could find. Anything stupid.
I made him out of Rector sets.
Oh, nice.
My buddy had an Erector set. Bubby
had-
made him out of razor blades.
We had a grinder.
Dangerous.
Ooh.
You can do it right.
One time,
Got a stick.
I got 2 stories here. Both me and my wife have a similar story. Hers is way better than mine. Mine was, my dad used to own this Volkswagen Bug, and it was parked in our driveway. This was at our old house when I was growing up, when I was young. And our driveway was on a hill, and then it would go down the little hill, flat road, and then neighbors across the street. And they had this wood fence, but it's not like a wood picket fence. It's like the one where they got the logs, and they just kind of hew out the logs, kind of like they have it at the theme park there. So that's across the street. So one day I'm in the car just pretending to drive.
Uh-oh.
And I hit that gear shift and I put that bad boy into neutral. And that car proceeds to just roll. And my dad is in the yard working.
Nice.
And he watches his car roll down the hill, across the street, and then wah-cha-cha, just destroy that fence across the way.
Nice.
Took it out.
I was fine. But I did.
Couldn't hit the brake.
No, I didn't even have steering down at that point. I was just going like this in the car, just back and forth with the steering wheel, pretending I was driving, and just destroy that neighbor's fence. That's my story.
We know your wife's.
The-
You've already told it.
okay, drink. To sum it up, she blew up a gas station. For those of you who have not heard the story, back in the previous episode, I've already told this one. So, yeah, it happened, Bubby. Sometimes you destroy a car. I destroyed my first car that my dad bought me like an hour and a half after he got it for me. Just ran it into the back of somebody. So you only got that to look forward to.
Life lessons. Huh?
Speaking of which, when's your next driving lesson?
Probably not till it gets warmer.
All right.
Oh.
My Jeep is cold.
And she ain't letting him back in the car. I'll tell you that right
No.
now. Not after this.
I ain't gonna let him drive that.
Okay. Which one I want to do?
Need the tank.
Really? You want him to have a tank?
Let me tell you what that boy does not need, Bubby.
He
He's
wouldn't
a fully functional tank.
Roll around everybody.
destroy it.
It will be parked in your living room. All right. Let me just say that right now. Right up the sidewalk, straight through the front door. Hopped out, goes back into his room.
Probably.
That's what's going to happen there.
Mom home.
Yeah. So it was so cold this morning, right?
Oh,
This is a quick
so
one.
cold.
My windshield's frosted over, but it's like that little tiny snowflakey frost.
Right.
So you can see through it just fine, right? And I'm like, I'm going to let the heater heat up and it'll melt all this off. I'm not going to scrape anything. I'm just going to go to work.
Been there, done that.
So I'm driving to work and I have to head east and south. That's where I got to go. Okay.
Where'd the sun rise from?
So I'm good though, because I'm not pointing at the sun.
Okay.
But
All
I
right.
did want to stop and pick up donuts this morning for work for the guys at work, and I was good driving until I hit the Dunkin' Donuts and I turned into their parking lot, in which point I turned directly into the sun, and that windshield went whoosh, and was now just a white screen. And I went, oh no. And I just kind of slowly, and I saw that there's nobody in the Dunkin' Donuts. So I just kind of pulled in there, and I kind of rolled down my window and kind of stuck my head out a little bit. I was like, all right, I'm just going to park right here and go get the donuts and let this warm up for a little bit. Because if I had been driving down the road and just had hit that sun right, I'd have killed 6 people for sure.
Can't see nothing.
Probably.
I did not expect it to be like that. I mean, it just whited out that entire windshield. It was crazy.
That's what you need for your office at your workplace. You talked about getting a little thing that you could frost the window.
You know you could frost. I want one of those so bad, but it's expensive.
We got to be able to justify it somehow.
No, I don't think we can. Oh man. So there was a. Do you have any good stories today?
Nope.
Okay, just checking. I don't want to not include. We had a big doings here at the house the other day.
Uh-oh.
What for?
Fire.
Whoa.
Fire in a hole?
Fire in the hole. No. I was upstairs and I'm getting ready to face the day, right? Getting dressed, getting ready to face the day. And then I hear just from downstairs, just a loud, it's on fire, you need to come down here. The microwave's on fire. And I can't even imagine what is going on right now, but I'm like, ooh. And so I come running down the stairs, blah, 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 blah. And just as I get to the kitchen, she goes, okay, I think it's going out. I was like, what is happening here? She goes, the whole thing was on fire. And I was like, and I'm trying to think like, the microwave itself is on fire and I'm going to have to somehow unplug it, but I know the plug for the microwave is behind the microwave, so I'd have to like disassemble it, or I got to run downstairs and just hit all the breakers and turn off all the power to the house. No. What happened is she's got this wax she's trying to melt.
Oh.
So she's got a little container that she's put in the microwave plenty of times, right? Puts it in there. But usually she puts it on a paper plate. Well, we don't have any paper plates, so she gets a napkin, like a cocktail napkin out of the thing, and sticks it underneath the little cup. Well, that cocktail napkin is 100% printed, like Christmas scene, and it's got little flecks of gold all in it. Mm-hmm. And so when that microwave kicks off, all that metal just just lights up, and that whole napkin just bursts into flames in there. And so I open up the microwave, and it's still just going, and little pieces are like catching on fire and stuff. So I got to take the whole thing over the sink and throw it up the sink and just kind of hose it off. And
Probably melted that wax.
Yeah, it did. No, it actually hadn't melted the wax. So we got to go back. So I get like just a regular plate out of the cabinet. I'm like, put it right on that. That'll be not exploding.
No fire.
So we had a bit of an emergency here at the house, but minor one. Second time we've tried to burn the house down. A house down, not this one. First time we tried to burn this one down, we tried to burn the old one down too in the kitchen as well. Kind of safe. Actually,
well, it's the second time.
No, it is the second time.
The Temu lamp or whatever.
Yeah. Oh no, the Temu lamp tried to kill itself.
Yeah.
That was not. We didn't do anything for that one. That one.
Well, you plugged in the lamp.
We plugged in a lamp that we bought on Temu, but.
That can be bad.
Yeah.
So her folks have burned down. KK, I know you're listening to this. Have had a big fire at their house and had to move out and get the whole thing repaired, and then they moved into their new house, which they purchased, and then promptly set the garage on fire.
Oh.
So that family has a history with fire, and I'm beginning to believe it is not an accidental history with fire as we go along here. So.
I have a good fire story for this week.
All right, you tell me.
For this week? Like later in the week? You're going to tell us on Wednesday? Or?
Fire story of the week.
That happened this last week.
Fire story of the week.
With Bubby.
So doing pyro for Missouri State University.
Here we go.
This week was the Tournament of Champions high school tournament. And
okay, how many teams in the Tournament of Champions?
I'm not sure. Probably.
You were there.
There's a bunch.
I was there for the last.
I saw
game.
on the news. There's a bunch.
You were there for the super finale.
Yeah. So I don't know, maybe 20.
No, there's probably only 2 teams in that game.
No, start out. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so we're gonna do flames for intro to both teams that are playing for the championship. And we get set up, and it's time. So I start pushing the buttons to shoot the flames.
Now this is let's give the people some backstory on this. There's a box basically, right? a special built
Right.
device purchased from a reputable company
Right. It's good.
Not Timu.
that has
Not Timu.
propane in there.
Yeah, it's canned propane. Just,
And propane you put in there, and then Bubby's got a remote trigger,
right.
and he pushes the button, shoots out a column of flames.
Right.
See it on the WWE. You can see it on NBA games,
Right.
football games.
Yep. Other
Okay.
NBA games. Yep.
So you got her all set up.
College games.
Hit the button.
Hit the button, and flames fire just fine, but they don't quite go out.
Oh.
Like, is it still like shooting up, or is it just like the flames have come down and
They've
they're
come
still burning?
down and they're still burning. They're not supposed to do that.
No.
It's supposed to cut it off.
Like right above that propane tank.
Right.
Okay.
And so it's still coming up. And one's coming up shooting pretty good. So something's wrong.
Okay.
But do I stop?
Nope.
No.
Nope. Not Bubby's way.
Just keep
Bubby
right on
says,
going.
you know how you fight fire?
With fire.
So yeah, each person that they introduce, I shoot more fire. Thinking,
Yeah.
well, maybe one of these times it's going to let go of that flame and just let it go out.
Or explode and kill everyone.
That was a possibility.
And you're a professional.
well, it gets So
It gets better.
Hold on.
so
You ain't there yet.
So we, my partner, which is my actual supervisor, boss, comes over to my side because there's two sides.
He's like, hey, Bubby, you know that thing's on fire,
no, he
right?
didn't say a word. He just goes over to the flamethrower, and where the can is screwed in, he starts trying to unscrew that can. That's
where the gas lives.
Yeah, so
that you have an open flame next to.
Yeah. Yeah, well, and I'm shooting as he's doing this.
Like right by his head.
I like no safety protocols.
every
No, maybe
person-
don't do it while someone's right in it.
Maybe
know
unplug
what?
it. Maybe something.
You know what? We both have licenses. We know the risk. We get paid for it. So
Do you know the risk? Because it doesn't sound like you know the risk.
And so he unscrews that can, and that's still flaming. It's still still
So
shooting.
now he's got the propane-filled line in his hand.
So he pulls out the can, which should stop the flame because there's no more propane to it.
Right.
No, it's still shooting out the can as he's holding it up, and it's still shooting.
Now you're in big trouble.
Yeah, because it's somehow leaking, and it's not.
Now you have a hand grenade.
You have a flamethrower.
So he takes it, and as he's pulling it away, it's shooting into the box. The back section is an open compartment where a lot of the cables and connections are. And so that catches on fire.
Oh.
So he puts out the can on his sleeve.
Okay. Is that sleeve fireproof in any way?
No.
Or is it just a shirt?
No, it's just a hoodie.
Okay.
So
kids, if you're listening at home,
Hopefully mostly cotton.
take this as a cautionary tale and not what you should do during a fire.
So then he grabs the fire extinguisher, comes over and just douses the box a little bit, gets it to go out.
Okay.
And then proceeds to go over to his side where there's another flame just on. It's not shooting up like the other one, but tries to do the same thing.
This is where he dies? Is this part of the story where he gets blown up?
Oh, well, I'm sorry. He goes over there, does that, and then comes over to mine. Sorry.
Okay.
So at that point, as soon as he does the fire extinguisher, I'm like, we're done.
Right?
So then
there's no coming back.
I stop it. But, we got all of the players from one side and two of the players on the other side before I just said, no, we're done.
So
It's
now
too
that other team
dangerous.
they're
all mad.
They're mad because they only got
short
two.
change.
Where's my flyer?
Yeah.
Bubby's out there. Bubby just grabs a bunch of sparklers and just lights them up. And just like, go kids, go.
Roman candles.
Sorry, that's the best we can do. That's all I got.
That was exciting flame
And nobody died.
Nope. Not for lack of trying.
Well, I
I like
it.
the whole thing. Bubby's just sitting there.
Push the button.
Just
I gotta go. I got a fire.
head. Just
It's eventually going to burn out. I mean, the cans are going to empty themselves eventually.
Have I told the story? I'm gonna have to look at Mando on this one about Bubby hand lighting the fireworks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We told that.
Yeah. So
Yep.
Bubby's got a
times.
history with trying to kill himself with pyro.
He has a license and
He's a license.
He's a license.
no will to live.
a license to kill himself.
That's why my wife has a very high life insurance on it.
That is not why she has that insurance policy, Bubby. Let me tell you what. That's her out. That's her game plan right there.
One last move.
One day, Bubby, I'm just gonna and that's gonna be my retirement plan. Well, that's exciting. That's kind of scary though. I'll be honest with you. Don't want no part of that.
Nope.
Had a friend there, and so he was watching the games and everything.
Right.
Afterward, I go, rough day for pyro, and he comments back. He goes, "Yeah, it still looked good. You guys stayed calm for some reason."
For some reason, like you should have been panicking a lot more than you
Whole
were.
thing's going up, but now
If
here
you
we
could
are.
have seen where I was from, you guys were about to
It was
die.
a mess. Yeah.
I'm surprised you're still alive. To be honest with you,
True.
is that the worst? Is that the worst pyro experience you've had?
Probably so.
I hope so. That was pretty good.
Yeah, probably so.
We have a acquaintance of ours who set the football field aflame at a NFL game once.
Yeah.
And they had to go and put that out.
Yeah.
That's like
It can
the
happen
third
pretty
time you
quick.
Told us about.
I didn't tell the whole story. I just was letting Scott know.
Yeah.
Like, man, to keep you guys on your
Scott's only
toes.
listened to like 3 episodes. So
Pretty amazing. It's like she's like, you told that story. Move on.
It's part of the bingo drinking game. Every time I retell a story, they have to drink, and they're getting drunk tonight. Speaking of which,
Amanda has a great memory.
right, that's the other thing is Amanda has the
Yeah. Y'all don't remember?
these two old dudes have no idea. We will tell the same story in a podcast that we have told earlier in that podcast.
Didn't we start with this story? Hold on.
I don't remember. It's
Hey,
on
I
my
went to
list.
Kansas City this weekend, and
Yeah.
There we go. Scott, tell me about your trip to Kansas City.
Who'd you see?
So Scott's here, and I'm not going to force it on him, but I am going to bring up that the bottle of Malort has gotten dangerously low over there, to the point that I have purchased a brand new fresh bottle.
Okay.
he actually bought a new bottle. Apparently, I don't know.
I bought a whole new bottle to prolong the pain.
To pro.
So I go to get it, and the guy's checking me out. I bought 2 things. I have another surprise for a later date, but I bought 2 things, and he rings up the first thing, and then he rings up the second thing, and he goes, it just makes the face like, oh.
He knows.
And I'm like, yeah,
He knows.
I'm well aware. He goes, I've tried a lot of things. He goes, there's one something they brew like in Ireland where they to cure the barrels, they burn it with like dung. He goes, that was better than this. And I went, yeah.
The dung-infused whiskey is
Yeah, the
better.
dung-infused whiskey is better than Malort. So Scott will give you the option if
I've
you're
heard so many stories about it. I kind of want to take it, but I don't know if I do or not.
all right,
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Bubby, you want to grab the
All right,
glasses?
I'll. Wait,
All
are
right.
y'all doing this too?
Oh no, we can't let you go alone.
Oh, well then
Scott.
for sure. Because
I don't. Amanda, you going to join us or no?
Sure.
All right,
hang on.
Bubby's got to get the shot glasses. Now we're going to play another fun game that we like to play is, does Bubby remember whose glasses whose?
Wow, you guys have individual
Is that the
glasses,
thing
huh?
for the another time?
Yes, that's the thing for another time. I don't know how that's going to be.
See?
We can do it tonight if you want, but I figure we're going to put Malort in there, so we'll start there.
Wait, the color of the Malort is not what I was thinking.
No.
I also. Is that what it's always looked like?
Yeah.
Oh.
If you reach over there on the top of the bottle pile over there is the brand new one if you want to compare.
No, that's okay.
I was thinking something really
I believe
dark.
No.
This is light.
The danger is not in the color.
Okay, I'm
All right,
surprised
Bobby,
by
who's
the
who?
color. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, you know who you are.
Does he though? I
You
don't.
assume too much.
I didn't. He
So,
didn't seem too positive there.
Scott, we have Golden Girls tiki shot
Yes,
glasses, and
I
each
like
one
this.
is assigned a tiki.
So we got Blanche.
I'm Blanche.
Oh, is Bubby Blanche? Is that correct?
Yeah.
I'm
That is
Blanche.
correct.
All right. What about Rose? I'm trying to remember all the names. Rose and Blanche.
Bobby's trying to remember
Sophia.
which one is which.
Sophia is the old lady, and
Dorothy.
Dorothy.
Dorothy
Yep.
Spornak.
Oh, is this correct?
Am I right?
No.
I don't.
No.
You don't
Okay,
even
that's fine.
remember.
I think I'm the other one.
Yeah.
You don't even.
Amanda's
remember.
yellow for sure.
Yeah, Amanda.
Tyler, I'm not.
Uh,
I'm not yellow.
I think.
Oh no, I am yellow.
You're yellow.
I think you're. This is Dorothy,
No,
right?
no, I'm green. I was right.
I got the wrong people. Yes, this is correct. That is correct.
All right, here we are.
All right.
Oh, I'm
Sophia.
You're Sophia.
yeah, yes.
Tyler tells a lot of stories.
Yeah.
Are they good with stories?
Sometimes.
Okay. Oh,
Ugh.
Bubby just had a whiff of the
Yeah,
Malort.
no.
He did not have a very
He's not excited.
good
Nobody's
face
excited.
after that. I'm a little excited. I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
lie.
you guys keep talking. I'm gonna get the other bottle.
I'm not gonna lie here.
No.
We don't need.
We don't need
That's
much.
enough.
Well, get Scott some.
That's probably good. He's a lightweight.
He's got to have a little
anyway.
bit. Give him. Make sure he's got enough in there, Bubby.
Come on.
I will open the other bottle and pour
We
my
don't
own.
need the other bottle.
Okay.
We're good.
I don't.
All right, I'm gonna give this a smell.
Yeah. The
Oh,
yeah, strong, but
What
you
is-
ain't there yet.
no.
I'm going to drink after this, so don't give me a lot.
Oh, where's Amanda going?
She got party.
It's always the secret. Just fill it up.
No,
Just
I'm
fill
going to
it.
4x4. That's where I like
Oh.
to go.
She's got friends in low place.
Remember, you got a Jeep now.
Just fill her up.
I know, right?
Just drain it out.
I'll get home
We're
no
done
matter
with
what.
Yeah. Anybody else
Maybe
might not, but
it.
so that bottle's empty now. Or
You
why,
want a little-
why are
need
you
a little
sad?
more? You can.
No, I'm good. I don't hate
I mean, I
myself
got a lot
that
in
much.
here.
I got more than I wanted in
This
this
is
one.
way more than I
You
wanted.
said fill it up.
I know.
It's up to our eyeballs.
There's no point in saving the dang bottle. I got a fresh one.
All right, you're the guest. You,
All right,
you
so
get
this
to go
is
first.
Jepson's Malort liqueur
Yep. So,
out of Chicago, USA.
Scott, have you ever had absinthe?
No, I'm not actually.
Okay. I like to describe this as if you take absinthe and take everything that's good about it out,
Oh, okay.
that's what you end up with.
And then
I-
pour it from an old shoe.
Pour it from an old burnt shoe.
I'm just going to read the back of the bottle here in case nobody has done that before.
We've done it, but you give her
we've
you
The
give her a heads
aroma
up.
and full-bodied flavor of an unusual botanical. Its
yeah.
bitter taste is savored by two-fisted drinkers.
It's a lie.
all a
it
lie,
Also
huh?
on the front says medicinal.
Oh,
if that
okay.
helps you any. All right, who's going? I'll just go.
Let him go first.
I'm doing
He's
it.
the
All right.
guest.
Just shoot the whole thing.
Shoot the whole
All right,
thing.
here we go.
It's the. Yeah,
Do you like
Yeah.
paint thinner?
yeah. It doesn't get any better. The aftertaste.
Oh, the aftertaste is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh.
here, I'm going. There's so much
Welcome
in
to
here.
the club,
Oh, my-
Scott.
Gosh.
God.
Why would you do this to yourself?
I don't know.
Oh.
We're
Over
like that.
and
I think the bottom,
over
the
and
bottom of the bottle
over.
might be worse.
Does it age well? Is that what's going on
It's-
here?
It could be 100 years old. It could be a day. I don't know.
Well, we've had it for a year.
That aftertaste is just.
No, it just lingers. It
It's
just.
not pretty. Vegemite?
I do have some.
I got Vegemite now. I lived in Australia for a
Right
while.
after
So.
that.
Scott, how do you feel about? Oh, I'll go get it. I swear to God, I will. How do you feel
Let me
about
tell you, but the
Vegemite?
Vegemite have to be eaten right. You have to thinly spread it on toast, and it's good.
All right.
People
Told
over
you.
here just eat
That's
it.
how I first had it.
Yeah.
Are we doing
And
this?
I don't think
Can't
it's
do,
bad.
No.
you can't do a whole
Why?
spoonful.
I don't know. Because I just had Malort.
And the other thing about the
This
Vegemite
can't
is,
be, it can't be as bad.
I don't
Bubby.
want to ruin my night.
all right, here's the secret about Vegemite. Also, kids are given it when they're really, really, really young, babies and stuff.
Uh-huh.
So they grow up eating it, and it's like a comfort food. So
Yeah.
that's why they like the Vegemite.
All right, I'm going to pause the podcast real quick.
Okay.
And we're back.
Here we are.
So, Scott, I've made toast. As I was told, this is the appropriate way to eat Vegemite. This is a return from a previous episode where we said we were going to do this once we were all together. We've already got Malort in us. Bobby, hand me that bottle of water because I'm going to need this bottle of water.
Still not enough. Hold on.
So, Scott, dang it, hold up, 4818. Just keep
It's
right
hard.
at the-
That's what my name is at work.
That's all I call them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. That's about like what you want it to be right there.
4818.
Have you had this before, Amanda?
No. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amanda has. We have not.
Really?
Yeah.
Never had it.
It's not my favorite, but I
No.
don't think it's
So
awful.
Scott lived in Australia for several years, and
Yep.
so he was made accustomed to.
I'm just telling you, Tim Tams are a lot better.
Yes.
What's a Tim Tam?
Tim Tam is a chocolate biscuit.
Oh, yeah, that
Delicious.
That already.
Oh, I should have brought some of those with me. I have them at home right now.
Oh,
You can get them at the World Market.
oh, we're gonna make a sandwich here.
You know what I like? I think you can get them in
Toblerone.
Australia. No, I mean that's nice.
Toblerone's good.
But
Yes.
what are they called? They're called wagon wheels, and they're like a wheat cookie with marshmallow cream and jam, and then it's all dipped in chocolate.
Oh, it's like a moon pie, but more
Kinda.
extreme.
It's so
better,
good.
huh?
Yeah, those are my
See,
favorite.
this
things.
is about the correct consistency for you once you have it.
Okay.
More than that, it's just too disgusting.
All right.
Why'd you make 2 toasts?
That's what I was wondering, but I
Because
figured
that's how I make toast.
Oh.
I only know how to make 2 toasts at a time. And I figured maybe somebody was one. Scott already went in. Come on, Bubby. Me and you. We're the only ones who don't know. I got one. Oh, there's so much.
don't smell it.
Cat, you want some?
I don't think the cat will eat it. I don't think the cat will eat
No,
it.
the dogs don't want it. The cat don't want it.
So we're following Malort with Vegemite, everybody, and
All
that's
right. So what for those? So Amanda and Scott have just dug in here on the Vegemite, but Bubby and I both scared. Give us a description of what you say Vegemite tastes like.
wow.
What's it similar to?
My memory of it,
Fish
you're
rot.
taking a bite, like it is 100% accurate. It's just really salty to me.
Okay.
So savory,
Salty.
not sweet, savory.
Yeah.
Salty.
Fishy
Yeah.
Like
Fish?
caviar.
a little fishy,
Bubby, you ever
and
had
a little
caviar?
dirt.
No.
And
Yeah.
a little dirt.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry.
Mostly it's just really salty.
Me and Bubby are going to get
It's
sick.
very salty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Where's the bathroom?
Who's first? I'll go. Oh. That was not what I expected. Yeah, there's no flavor to it.
No, it has a little bit of aftertaste, but it's
Yeah.
salt.
How does something have so much flavor to have no flavor?
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah. It's not the end of the world. It ain't Malort, Bubby. You're all right.
Going in.
Yeah, a little fishy.
Yep, little dirt.
If you like sardines, maybe this.
No, I don't.
That's the worst face.
No.
Bubby, what do you think?
No.
Yeah, I know it's not
tangy.
Chipotle.
No.
Oh my God, I love Chipotle.
Chipotle.
Chipotle's my life.
Oh, put this on some Chipotle, you'd be loving it.
No.
How? It's tangy.
No.
No.
No, it's not.
Whoever wants to take that bottle home with them, feel free to,
salty.
by the way.
All right, I want to bring Tim Tams, and we'll actually do something really good because those are delicious
We just moved the rest
from Australia.
No.
Bubby
No.
took one bite
done.
and set it down.
No.
He's all right. Give a description, Bubby. Oh, it lingers too.
It's awful.
It's in the back of my throat and won't quit.
It's concentrated yeast extract for
Why
those
do
of you
Aus-
who are playing at home.
Why? Why do Australians make that? Why?
I don't know if it was like they had left over at some point in their
I might have just had an hallucination. I'm not sure what just happened.
Remember,
there.
they were all criminals to begin with, so you guys.
I thought I saw a cat like climbing up there over on the shelves, and I was like,
It's the Malort.
the Malort and the.
Oh, I wish I would have saved more water.
All right, ingredients:
Here's another one. In the fridge. If
yeast
you want to go grab it.
extract, wheat, barley, salt,
So it's like a beer.
mineral salt.
No,
Malt
beer tastes
extract.
better than that.
It's like an old,
I would
real
not-
old beer.
I'll be honest with you, Bubby. If I had the choice between drinking a beer and eating the Vegemite, I would eat the Vegemite.
Beer.
We know how
all the
I
way.
feel about the beer.
Okay, now we spread it very thin on toast.
Uh huh.
So the joke in Australia is they give it to Australia or Americans or people who visit by a spoonful. So you can imagine just have
No.
like a
No.
big spoonful of Nutella.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they do this instead. So
It's like there is no taste to it.
no,
Like there's
salt and dirt and fish.
Yeah, it's a little fishy, but that's not the taste.
Nope.
It's tart. It's very like.
Bubby's crying, I think.
Did you get in your eye, Bubby? I don't think you can get in
don't,
your eye.
Don't wipe your eyes.
I think it'll breed in there if you put it in your eye.
That yeast will just come out.
You gotta grow a mushroom on your eyeball. Don't do it. Squirt some Malort in there.
That'll kill it.
That'll kill it for
kill
sure.
it.
It's medicinal.
It's medicinal. It'll save you. Oh,
It just made him so sad.
all right. Give me another one. Come on, I'm going again. I want to see how bad this really is. I want to really do this up to myself. Okay, I got another full in here. It
I had to wash it
it
down.
kind of
with
looks
Malort.
like
It's brown, everybody.
it's brown.
It's like if you took like concentrated like blackberry jam and just like put it on. Yeah.
Bubby just had some.
See if there's any in the bottle, Bubby.
I just emptied the bottle in my mouth.
Bubby took the last of the Malort trying to wash this out of his mouth. This is not as bad as the Malort.
I'm trying to think what Americans
is.
eat comfort food when you're young and it's not really good to other people. Oh, probably grits. Because a lot of people don't like grits.
My mom
I
likes
freaking
grits.
love
if you're
grits.
if you're out of the South,
Yeah.
I don't care.
I'm trying to think.
I like grits if there's enough other things in the grits.
Yeah, they don't have a flavor.
Yeah.
It's just like regular oatmeal. It doesn't
Butter,
really have a flavor.
cheese, and
Yeah, I'm trying to see what would be a good comparison, like cream or wheat, or I don't know.
the second time around is not as bad. I might have just burned off all my taste.
Is Bubby
buds.
going in again?
No.
All right, what is
I have
worse?
nothing to wash it down with.
What is worse, the Malort or the Vegemite?
The Vegemite.
Oh wow.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not where I'm going.
I don't. Think
I would
go that
also
way.
rather have Malort than Vegemite. Like,
Really?
it's not the worst, but it's just so salty. I just don't like it.
So salty, so salty.
All right. Well, I feel like we've.
As your dinner's being delivered.
Oh, good. I'm not hungry even a little bit.
Nice.
All right, we're gonna do one more quick thing. Ugh.
This is
if I
fun.
can manage it. All right, this is a fun one for everyone at home.
You don't have to yell.
This is a fun one for everyone at home or everyone here.
It's the Vegemite.
This is
Making
something
him
I
yell.
learned about. I forgot the name of it. I'll look it up the name of it here in a minute. But anyway, if you pick any 4-digit number that has at least 2 numbers different. So, Bubby, I'm going to need you to pull up your calculator for me. You're going to pick a 4-digit number where at least 2 of the numbers are different. Okay, so you can't say 4444. Okay,
A 4-digit number or 2-digit?
4-digit number. Because you can't say 4444. 4-digit number. Everyone, look at my wife. She's going to get the food.
Here she is.
You got a number?
Do you want me to put it in?
No, but you got a number.
Okay.
Do you have a number, Bubby?
Yes.
Okay. Now you're going to put that number in from the highest to the lowest. So if you put like 2755, then the 7, you would write it out 7552. Okay. So you're going to put the highest number first, then the next number, then the next number, and the next number. Okay. Then you're going to subtract the reverse of that from this number. Okay. So the lowest number, then the next, then the next, the next. Make sense?
Oops.
Puppy's already oopsed it.
I'm good.
And then you're going to hit equals.
Yep.
Okay. And I'm going to put a number on my thing where we're headed. Okay. Because I'm going to tell you where you both picked a different number.
Yep.
You use this too?
I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm playing
Now,
along.
so you show yours to me, Bubby. Okay. And Scott, you show yours to me. Okay. Now you're going to do that again. Say that number that you have there. You're going to put them in order, highest to lowest, and then subtract lowest to highest. That make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is, I'm going to look this up, by the way, while they're doing that. This is just kind of a fun party trick that you can play at home. This is called Keprick's Constant. Okay. So you did your number?
Yeah.
What number you got, Bubby? Show me your number. Okay. Scott, show me your number. Okay. One more time. Depending on where you start, this can go as easy as like the first time you try it, or you might have to go 3 or 4 times on it. But basically what's going to happen is they're both going to end up at the same number. And any 4 digits that you put in there, as long as 2 of them are, show me. Okay, you got to go again, Bubby. Sorry. There. Dang it! I'm just going to leave it in.
And this is a fun party trick.
It's more like, it's not a, kids, you can try this at home.
I might have messed up. I'll be honest with you.
Okay.
Cause I got confused here one time.
Okay. It doesn't matter because even if you screw it up,
Yep.
you just keep going and you'll eventually get to
Put
where
them in
you're
the
going.
order from highest to lowest and separate and it's minus from the other ones.
Yeah. Now you got to go again. Yeah. Anyway, you'll keep doing this over and over again. Eventually, you're going to hit the number 6,174. Okay. No matter what 4 numbers you started with, you're going to end up at 6,174. You get there, Scott?
I did not, but I think I made a mistake with my.
But you can keep going over and
Okay.
over again. You'll get there.
What happens if you get two numbers are the same? Like I got 2 5s now.
That's fine.
Oh,
Because
it's
you're
okay
going to
now?
reverse it.
All right.
As long as 2 of the numbers aren't, as long as all 4 numbers aren't the same, then this will always work out. So over and over again, it'll always end up eventually at 6174. Then when you take 6174 and do it, it just ends up back at 6174 every time.
Wow.
So Bubby got there.
Did he really?
Yep.
Now I feel bad.
You'll get there eventually. Because like I said, any 4-digit number will always get back to 6174. I don't know why. I don't know how that works. I don't know why the universe is weird that way.
That's weird.
But that number is a magic number, 6174. So kids, get that tattooed on your face. Or at least your neck. You don't have to get it right
For sure. Don't
Post
put it on
Malone
your
it.
face.
Huh?
Post Malone it.
Post Malone it. Just get it out everywhere. So that's fun when you can play at home. Give it a shot. 4-digit. Write it out in ascending order and descending order.
6174, huh?
Scott got there
There we go.
every time.
Wow.
Would
So-
you consider that fun, Bubby? Did you have fun?
Did you learn something?
didn't say anything
It
about
got to
learning.
be it got to be monotonous, but
Well, Bubby picked like the hardest number apparently ever because he had to go like 6 times. But any 4-digit number with at least 2 different numbers will eventually reach 6174 when you repeatedly rearrange its digits from largest to smallest and subtract smallest to largest.
Wow.
So there's some knowledge for you that you can take home with you from this podcast. And having said that, we're going to get ready to head out of here. If you enjoyed the podcast, check us out on our website. It's allfishandships.com. If you've got some fun, air quotes, math tricks that you want to send into the podcast, you can send it to us at itsallfishandships@gmail.com. Check us out on our Facebook group. It's All Fish and Chips, the Facebook group. If you end up on the Facebook page, don't worry, there's a link to take you to the Facebook group.
What about TikTok?
We have a TikTok. We don't use it because it's hard. And after 300 views, it always quits on me. So we gave up on TikTok. But we do have one. We also have an Instagram and we have YouTube.
Patreon?
Just wait your moment. We're about to get to it.
No.
Wait your moment.
Sorry.
Wait your moment.
Wait your moment, people. If you check us out on YouTube, every week the video is posted up there as well. So you can listen to us on YouTube if you want. Or if you'd like to be a friend of the podcast, just like KK and Carol and Anthony and Ed and Jordan and Sarah, then you too can check us out on Patreon. It's All Fish and Chips at Patreon. It's only $3 a month where you can become a friend of the podcast and you will get your name shouted out on every episode. If you want to sign up and be a sponsor of the podcast, it's like $20 or $25. I don't know. No one's ever done it. So, and we'll read your ad read here live on the air. So
I might do that.
Yeah, it's fun. It's cheap.
In theory, it's fun.
Yeah, you can write out whatever you want, and we'll read it as long as it's too bad.
Nice.
So, having said all that, my name is Thor.
Bobby.
Scott.
Bye.
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 Remember, folks, no matter what you got going on in your life, it's all fish and chips.
As long as it's not Vegemite.
Oh, see if the dog will eat that, Scott.
That's mean.
He'll probably eat it. Either that or he'll hate you forever.
He gave me the stink eye when he walked away with it, though. He's like, I'm taking it, but I don't think I like it.